Welcome to Professor Asma's Guide to Unusual Knowledge. You may know me from my award-winning podcast with Paul Giamatti called Chinwag, or you may know me from the 10 books that I've written and published, including On Monsters or The Evolution of Imagination. You may even know me from playing guitar with Bo Diddley and Buddy Guy, but that's another story altogether. We'll get into that sometime. This show is a weekly exploration of imagination in art, philosophy, the occult, science, religion, the paranormal, and even everyday reality. When you're young, you're sort of a master of imagination. You're stomping around the house as a dinosaur, flying from couch to chair. You're basically traveling with a mixing bowl on your head like you're an astronaut. And then you get into board games later, computer games. Eventually, though, we get serious and leave behind the imaginary best friend, the playful games, the impish waking dreams of youth. Imagination, however, is not through with us. In this weekly show, we're going to explore vertigo-inducing cases of uncertainty where curiosity is abundant, but knowledge is often elusive. I do a good bit of real scholarly research for each of these topics, and I give you the straight dope, but it's up to you how we interpret it, and basically what the meaning of all this is. We'll examine questions like, do we have free will or are we complex wet robots? Did St. Christopher really have a dog's head instead of a human one? And why do we love to be scared and even pay money to be afraid? Is love and intimacy possible in the digital age? What is the theory of panspermia, for God's sakes, where life comes from other planets? What are ultra-terrestrials? What happens when the Pope calls in an exorcist? These and many other burning questions will be investigated and pondered. Think of this show as morsels of edutainment, a quixotic fusion of learning and playing. I'm not here to judge the weird, but to embrace it. I've got a good dose of skepticism, but an equally strong will to believe, and a high tolerance for uncertainty. Are you fans of Barnum-esque humbug, shadow histories of world events, the psychology of psychopaths, existential questions, or occult theories and practices? Welcome to Professor Asma's Guide to Unusual Knowledge.